morning. It is morning, just. It is 11:45. And I'm dressed. I've made tea. I'm just eating some Pringles. Just a few Pringles. I couldn't be bothered to make breakfast this morning, so I had like kind of just snacked with different bits, and I'm really hungry. So I need to go to the shop to get some lunch because we've not got much food in. And what else am I trying to say? I'll have some tea. I'm still not feeling great. I don't feel any worse, so that's a plus. But I do still have quite a sore throat, and yeah, I needed some sleep this morning, so I slept in. I had an alarm set that I forgot about, so that woke me up, but I slept in until then. And then I did editing for vlogmas yesterday, and my goal for today is to not bring any editing into tomorrow because I don't like it. So if today is a little shorter or is a little bit more like talking heads and maybe not as like complex editing wise, that's because I needed to make it easier for myself. So please, yeah, so that's what's happening. Pringle break. So yeah, I need to go to the shop. I want to put some laundry on today because I've been busy and not had time to do that. I also wanted to buy the ingredients. I think I have most of them, but I want to buy any ingredients that I don't already have to make some ginger molasses cookies, I think, that Mackenzie made on the M to the 3rd vlogmas, which if you're not already watching, I will link down below. And they just looked really good, and I love making, like, I usually make some sort of like gingery cookies, and I would like to try some other ones. Smell like American Revolutionary ponytail. If you know, you know. Yeah, so that's today. I'm teaching this afternoon. I'll probably have to leave about 2 o'clock for that. And I was going to talk briefly about the knitting project that I started yesterday. Still wanting to make a knitted hood. This is where we're at. It's like a tiny bit of brioche. I saw, basically I'm trying to like, I've looked at lots of like pictures of different hoods, and I'm hoping, well, am I stealing their design? I'm not stealing their design because I don't know the pattern, but I am looking at the pictures and trying to like work backwards to think what they did. So if there's any that I end up pulling like particularly strongly from, I will try and link those down below just so you know, mark my references, and just so that if you want to make it, you can like pay the designer. But I'm trying to like, I think, mix a few of them together. I've seen some that have like a panel here and then kind of pull down on the side, and I quite like that. And then there are some that like start in the middle and just go down like this and then have like ribbing. I think most of them have like you pick up and do ribbing on the front. Some have that and then they put a drawstring like I-cord in to like zoop, and I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I've started knitting like a little brioche swatch to like 1x1 brioche. I'm not going to bother properly focusing on it because it would be a faff, but I think that might be a nice fabric for it because it's quite squishy and quite warm, lots of like pockets, so that could work, but I'm not 100% sure, so that's something that if there's time I'll work on today. Oh, I've not opened my Advent. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get that. Okay, Advent, day 6, love. It's also in this really cool paper that, like, I just don't know what it is. It's got like some sort of like knitting pattern picture on it, and it says knitting and needle crafts manuals printed in West Germany. Wait. So it's some sort of vintage knitting, I don't know what it is, knitting pattern. It's very cool. Oh wow, today is a good day. They've all been good days, but today is a particular, look at that. So many different colors. It is wool and nylon sock yarn. And then there's also a tiny little homemade lip balm. This is coconut and lavender. Ooh, little tiny lip balm. So cute. I'm very excited to add this. I put in my like little form that I filled out for stashvent that I wanted like stuff that was kind of in a similar color palette and that would maybe be like a fade or something, and the person who made my stashvent has delivered. Let me show you so far in like better, I feel like I've done clips but the lighting's pretty good right now, so let me just get it. I've also been trying to do like even, that's the back, this is the front, even amount of stripes, even though the amount of yarn every day is like slightly different because it's someone's made it. It's not been like from a dyer who's giving you like 20 grams every day. So I've tried, let me just move that project out of the way, to keep it like one ridge per, let's see if I can focus on that. Yeah, so I've tried to keep it like one ridge per color. So I've had day 1, day 2 was like purpley, and then the red is quite close to the purple color. And then there was this like coral, and then it went kind of red, and now it's gonna be this. So all like different, but it looks, I was knitting it at choir, and someone was like, oh, is that like variegated yarn or is it like a fade yarn? Like it looks like it's all one yarn, which I love. Yeah, I briefly thought, oh, maybe I should have done it like slightly messier and not made it like so stripes to make it look a bit like, I don't know, just, my original plan was to just knit with the ball until it ran out and then just add the other one, like no matter where I was in the pattern repeat. But I want to save some of the colors for the sleeves, so I've not done that. And I zoomed in on the pattern and counted how many ridges there were, and there's like about 24 on the front and then on the sleeves. So that's what we're gonna go for. But yeah, I will probably do the row of this today, hopefully. And then if there's any time, I will put it towards hood designing, but based on the fact that it is 12 o'clock and I still need to go to the shops, put laundry on, eat lunch, and leave the house at 2, I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, that's where we're at with those. And I will see you later. I don't know how much more filming there's gonna be today, but you will know because you're about to see it, so enjoy. Hello from a very frosty and probably quite loud car. I'm warming up the windscreen because because it's really cold and frosty, even though it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm doing that hopefully quickly, because guess what? I'm running later than I planned, but that's why I always plan in extra time, because this is what happens. I need to deal with my tires on the way, because I've still not properly dealt with my tires, which means that I need to constantly deal with my tires. Very not interesting content. I'm wearing the scarf, which I did not make. It's quite warm. Yeah, I'm off to teaching. I wound up a little bit of wool for today, because it's color changing. Like half of it is just like pure red, and the rest of it is like lots of different colors. So I kind of wound it into 2 balls so that I can try and like color manage it and like keep the fade going. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.